everyone, it's Darla with Crafty Yarn Owl. Welcome. So today is part 4, the final part of the scrap yarn mystery crochet along. Okay, so thank you so much everyone that's joined in and have shared your progress pictures. Now remember, you have until the end of May to complete it, and it's a short one if you're new and you have not seen it. It's a short crochet along. It doesn't take a lot of time, but I'm going to be doing a slideshow in June of your finished items. So make sure you send those pictures in, to email them to me, put them in my Facebook group, on Instagram, tag me, make sure you use that hashtag down in the title. I don't have Twitter, so I won't see them if you post them there, but you still can, you know, yeah. So yeah, I guess let's just get into part 4. I'm so excited. All right, you guys, let's do this. All right, sew in your ends if you haven't already done that. I just have this one left to do. And the other 2 smaller pieces I've sewed in my ends. Normally you would leave a long end at each end, but honestly, I forgot about that, but that's okay. We're still gonna be able to do it, do what we need to do. Now you'll take your piece and you'll just lay it down in front of you. Have the front of your piece facing you. And we're going to fold it over. And we're going to sew the sides. So make sure your corners match and your rows match. Where you have these back loop single crochets here and here, we want those to line up as well. So try your best. All the rows should actually line up. And I'm gonna just use stitch markers to hold it. We're going to be sewing along these edges to close this up. Okay. Just want to see where I'm at here. That and that should meet up. Okay. And then of course all the other rows should meet up as well. Okay. Are you like me? You're fiddling with it? Okay. So I'm just going to use my pink yarn. And what I normally do when I'm wanting to sew something to determine how much yarn I need, well, lately I've been just going the length I need to sew along, that's the length of yarn, and then I'll do that again, and then I'll do that again and 4 times just to make sure I have enough. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I have to do the other side too. So I'll just cut myself another length while I'm at it. Okay. Okay. Now we'll just string that onto or thread that onto our needle. Oh my goodness, my words. thread it onto our needle. And just going to start sewing it all the way down. Try to get under a couple of loops on each side, or if there's only one, and then you have to get under, you know, those. And then I'm going to tie this. A couple of knots. And I don't mind sewing that in later, but you could probably hold it and sew over top of it if you like, if that's easier for you. Okay. And we don't want to have any gaping holes at the side, so make sure you get it closed properly. And keep doing that all the way down to the bottom and on the other side. And then we'll flip this right side out and go on to the next part. Okay, let me see how that looks. That looks pretty good. Okay, continue doing that. All right, I've sewn it right down to the end, and what I'm going to do is just put another stitch in there, and I'm going to knot it. And then this end, I'm just going to sew it back up. Just to get rid of that end. Being stubborn. Oh, of course. It just came off. Oh dear. All right, you're getting the bloopers here. Okay. Yeah, just to hide that end, that's all we're doing. There we go. Be careful if you do that with scissors. Then I'm going to go back one more time. And then cut my yarn. All right, so do that with the other side, same way. And what you'll have down here is you'll see this little piece we added, and that's the bottom of your bag. Okay. All right, and this is what I have left of the yarn from quadrupling it. That's what I've left. So for sure, I will not run out when I times it by 4. All right, I'm going to go and do the other side off camera, and I'll see you back soon. All right, my sides are sewn together. This is the inside still, and that's the bottom. So let's turn this right side out. And take a look. So, okay. See, this part goes right along the bottom. That's the back loop single crochet we made there. And then we also did one here, but it looks a little different than the other side. But that's the bottom. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Oh, okay. So there's the inside. You can line it if you like. It's up to you. All right, so let's add the next 2 pieces. Now I said to myself, self, don't be lazy. I'm going to put a single crochet all the way around the top because this is our chain and it doesn't really look finished like that, right? So gonna put my hook under that chain, make a slip knot, pull it through. Sure. Pull it through. Chain one, and then I'm gonna go right into that same stitch. Can I even see where I'm at here? I know, I'm sorry about this dark yarn. Okay, then I'm just gonna go under the chain all the way around. The other side is not the chain anymore, but you'll see where you can go. Just go all the way around the whole thing with a single crochet. Yeah. All right, I've gone around the whole top and I'm going to slip stitch in that first single crochet I made. Slip stitch, chain one. Then you can cut your yarn. Okay, so I just wanted it to look neater all the way around the top. I have to sew in this end. I'll do that later. Now, this is the front. There's my buttonhole. Now I want to add these other pieces. So since I used, and you don't have to do it this way, since I used color B to do these extended single crochets, and that's what I used for this strap. Yes, it's a strap. Or a handle. This is the strap that I want to put on this side. So instead of going in the front, I'm going to go behind and sew it on there. That's why I wanted these nice edges, because otherwise it would show not to be that nice. So now I'm going to determine, do I want the strap to have that color on the outside? I'm actually going to go around this, around around this part and up and around here too, and then around here in the middle and up. So I'm just trying to decide what yarn are you going to use? Are you going to go with your letter A all the way around there and around there? Decisions. But first of all, let's see, I think I want, since I used the variegated yarn B for the extended crochets, and that's what I'm using here in the handle, I think I'm just gonna put it like this, with this on the outside, rather than, let's see, you just turn it around like this, have it on the inside. Ooh, maybe I like that better. Oh, looky there, I like that better. Huh. I like that better. so let me look at where the other one's gonna go. Hang on a sec. Now here's this one to go with this side. The pink extended single crochets there and here. Oh, where'd that come from? So, okay, am I gonna go around that? Decisions. I'm excited to see how you guys did yours. Okay, now the next step is to sew on the strap. So what I've done is I have decided yarn color B here and yarn color B is here. That's where I want it on the inside of the strap. I think it looks really cool like that. So what I've done is I've marked in 8 stitches on either side. My stitch marker is in the 8th one. Going around the corner, I counted 1 all the way up to 8. So I want the outside of my strap, or the stitch marker on the outside of the strap. So now normally when you do straps, you leave your tail long enough to sew in. Well, I totally forgot to do that. But that's quite all right. So I've cut 4 pieces of yarn about the same lengths or so, just to use on each of the 4 parts of the 2 straps that we're going to sew on. Okay, so let's do that. Now I'm just putting this behind. Gonna be like, I don't know, an inch, half an inch behind. And just start sewing. Oh, go from the back because you need, your tail will be at the back. And I'm just going by feel. Just want to secure it. Let me look. Well, that was kind of silly, wasn't it? Okay. So just do that all the way around, and then when we get to the end of sewing these pieces, of course I'm going to do it the same on with the other strap on the other side. Then we'll just sew in our ends, and I'll show you. I'm sure you know how to do that, but I'll show it to you anyway. All right, be right back. So I'm at the finish of this, sewing this first one on. So I'm just going to tie this in a couple of knots to secure it. And sew the ends in. And then I'll do the other ones off camera, and I'll meet you back. Before sewing on, make sure your straps are not twisted, and make sure when you sew them on that they're going to be roughly the same length. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around here with a single crochet all the way around in the middle on both sides, and then I'm going to go around the outsides like this around the purse, and then the outside the other strap, and meet up again over here with just a single crochet. Now I was trying to decide which color yarn I should use. I think I'm going to stick with the pink and not use the variegated, but that would kind of look neat too, right? Oh my gosh. I have the variegated on the bottom. Oops. Yeah. And this, by the way, was just sewn straight down flat. Okay, I didn't do anything fancy here to make this bottom stand out. It just happened. Sometimes we just have to experiment. Okay, sometimes it works out. All right, so I think I am gonna stick with just the pink. All right, you're listening to my creativeness here. Okay, same crochet hook. This is a 5.5. I used it throughout the whole piece. All right, so let's just make a slip knot, and maybe I'll do, let's see, do on the outside first. Oh, I can remove these stitch markers because we don't need those now. We're done with them. Okay, let me think. If we start here, we're gonna go all the way around the other strap, and then all the way back to this point. So that's where I'm gonna start. Okay, I'm just gonna start right here. That's gonna work out better. All right, so chain one, and then just go back in the same spot. I'm just gonna go right over my tail. So we're just gonna put single crochets all the way around. So we're going in our chain right now, and I'm grabbing both loops. Oops, did I not go over top of that? I didn't. Too busy talking. Okay, you don't have to go over your tail. You can sew it in later. Okay. All right, so that's how it's gonna look. Okay, I'll meet you near the end here. Just wanted to show you how I'm gonna do where the strap connects to the bag. I'm gonna go in that last stitch there, or chain, make a single crochet, and then right where this single crochet, this is my pointer nail. You know what? I broke my other one, long one. Now I just have one. I'm going to put a single crochet. You can see the strap ends here. I'm just going to put a single crochet in this one and not that one. And that one to just kind of lock and load. And then I'll go in the next one. And here I'll show you in a second what this looks like. If you have a different way that you like, that works better maybe, I don't know. See, it almost looks like a curve now. Okay. Let's continue crocheting. All right, I've come all the way around the outside of my strap. I'm back where I started. So I went all the way around there, the side, all the way around here on the other strap. All the way across the side of the bag. Now I'm back to where I started, which was right here. All right. So I'm going to this I'm only going to need maybe 2 more or 1 more single crochet. Let's see, I think maybe just the one, and then I'm going to slip stitch in that first one I made. And then let me just see. How it looks. To me that looks a little wonky. So let me try. Oh, come on. All right. Okay, go back in this one. Oh, that should work. Maybe I didn't have it pulled tight enough. Not sure. Oh, maybe I just need to pull it tight. Okay, cut it off. Sew that end in later. And then we're going to go around the center, doing it the same way. All right, now we're going to do the inside of the strap. So I made a slip knot. Pull it through chain 1. Go in that same spot. With a single crochet. And I'll just do a few of these single crochets to show you what it looks like here. And then, so this is where I started. So I'm going to go around. Like I said, this is the inside of the strap. I'm going to go all the way around, come back, and then finish off. Oh, can you see that? Finish off where I started, just like I did on the outside. So let's do this strap, and we'll do the other strap, the inside of it, the same way. All right, when you have your ends sewn in from doing your around your straps, we're now going to put a button on if you chose to make a buttonhole to have a button. Either way would have, worked fine. So I'm going to use color A because if I used color B, it would show on the other side of the back of the bag. So I'm going to use this. Oh, this is what I have left from my scrap yarn. So it's better to have too much than not enough, right? Okay, so I'm going to thread my needle here. If you're wondering about this threader, it's a clover. The ones I was getting from Walmart with that wire always breaking. Now this is not going to break. So far it hasn't anyway. I can't remember where I got it or how much I paid for it. Okay, so I'm going to sew this button. So I'm going to sew this button on here. So the button will go on the inside of the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my needle through that hole, that buttonhole, right into the back. Did I tell you I'm using the pink, the color A, so I don't have, it won't show too much from the back of the purse. Yeah. So I have this on the inside so that I can put a knot there. Yeah. I got interrupted, so it threw me off. All right, so I'm going to do a knot right now. Just tie it like this. And actually, I think I'll just cut that off a bit. Okay, now this button was from the lovely Sabrina Mallow Juice. Hi, Sabrina. She sent me a whole bag of owl buttons. Oh my goodness. So I've decided to use this one. I think it's going to go with the the yellowish tanny color in my bag. Yeah. Okay. So I don't want the button to be too high on the back. I don't want it to stick up over top. So I'm holding it down a bit here. I'm going to go through like 3 or 4 times. Try not to poke myself. Do you guys poke yourself when you're using a needle? Oh, I do a lot. Okay. Actually, I think that's good. And I'm going to come up behind it. And knot it off. Then I can sew the end in. Can you see that? Okay. Just sew that right in. Cut it off then. Got the knot hidden behind the button there. And this is a button this button is I think it's 1 1/4 inches across. Okay, so the back, if I used that other yarn, you would have been able to see it more. But yeah, so there's my button and my bag, and I love it. What do you guys think? Yeah, it looks like it's got a little bottom on it, doesn't it? I loved your guesses. I loved them. So be sure to send in your pictures of your finished item. Email them to me, or whatever social media you'll be putting them on. Make sure you use the hashtag, and that way I can just click on the hashtag and it'll take me to everyone's pictures of their finished item, or like progress. I've been seeing your progress, your works in progress. So that's really cool. You guys are awesome. You guys do really, really nice work. And even though you didn't know what this project was, your colors are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I just love looking at your work. Okay. So yeah, and then you have till the end of May to finish this, and send in your pictures. And then I'll do a slideshow, and make sure, if you don't want me to use your name, let me know that. But if you don't say anything whether to use your name or not, then I'm just going to say that I'm just going to assume that it's okay to use your name. Yeah, because I don't want to, email you like, can I use your name? Yeah. So just trying to make things easier on me. Sorry. But anyway, I thank you so much for joining me for this cowl, and for doing an amazing job. Your work's amazing. You guys inspire me just to keep going with this channel. I just want to share so many things with you, and you share so many things with me, and I learned so much from you guys, from your comments, from your crochet objects you show. I just learned so much from you guys, and I thank you so, so much. You and I are a team. You're a team. We work together, and I love that. I love that. All right, thank you so, so much. I can't wait to see your pictures. But don't worry, if you're just starting this cowl, don't worry. You have till the end of May to complete it and send me a picture. And I'm so excited. All right. right. Thank you everyone so much. I'll see you.